It's 7:40 in the morning and I'm on this Thursday morning, February 11th, 2021, and direct from my news of Monoton. This is Peter Chittle, morning news for Thursday morning, February 11th, 2021. And good morning, y'all. This lovely Thursday morning, February 11th, 2021. It's 7:40 a.m. and it's 20 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Chittle morning news for Thursday morning, February 11th, 2021 is impeachment manager slated to wrap up their case against Trump at Senate trial. Former Republican officials in talks to form center-right anti-Trump party, according to a report. Biden raises concerns with China's Zion first call since election. 40% of U.S. COVID deaths that could have been averted if it weren't for Trump. Senators confused after Mike Lee accused of impeachment managers of falsely quartered him. Pfizer expands. Governor Pritzker of Illinois expands COVID-19 vaccine eligibility in Illinois to include people with pre-existing conditions. Can COVID vaccine Lincoln or Oxygen beat Pfizer and Moderna? Larry Flynt, Hustler magazine founder, dead at 78. White House said most immigrants will still be turned away at the border under a Trump era policy. Trump left behind a clemency mess that the clock's ticking for Biden to solve it. What are 20 anti-Trump Republicans that talk to form a new third-party quarter of the rivers? How the EU's icy relationship with Russia plunged to a new low and why it matters. India rebukes Twitter for not fully complied with government war with the paper had certain accounts. Fauci says 20,000 pregnant women got COVID-19 vaccine with no red flags. A day after showing dramatic video evidence, the House impeachment manager left Thursday to wrap up their case and try to persuade the Senate to convict former President Donald Trump of inciting U.S. Capitol attack. U.S. sees fewer than 100,000 COVID-19 cases the fourth straight day. Mansfield moderator Robert Sackwitz stepped down after over 34 years at the job. University COA director advocates action plan for city seniors as she leaves post after 2 decades. Angry over students and local Valentine's to local seniors. Look at that stocks now. Up 61.97 and 31.37.80. SP 5 down 1.35 at 30.09.88 and Nasdaq down 35.16 at 13.72.53. Shell says its oil production has peaked and will fall every year. Third stimulus check IRS updates today as when it will come in Vermont debts and child tax credit $1.9 trillion breakdown. Elon Musk's brother sold Tesla's shares worth $25.6 million at a net worth Rican electric car maker. UK COVID variant detected Allegheny County officials said South Africa can provide variant that reduces vaccine efficacy and found in the 2 Bay Area counties. Pennsylvania health officials on COVID-19 vaccine says more is coming, but it's going to take some time. The Seashell Horn is one of the oldest known mystical instruments. NASA offers opportunities for media engagement with Mars perseverance. The astronomer has just confirmed the most distant known object in the solar system, and China's T-1 Mars probe goes to orbit around the red planet. In sports, last night the Boston Bruins defeated New York Rangers 3-2 to overtime. Tonight, Boston Celtics take on Toronto Raptors at Garden. Bob Cuban said assisted with doing cancel the national anthem and Daytona will start the lineup. And defending champion Soviet Kenan lost in the second round of the Australian Open. Peter Chittle news time, 7:45. Time now for Peter Chittle traffic threat to check. Baby! On the MBTA subway system. Looking good, commuter rail. And the ferries, they are looking good. Okay, look at the nine ways and one ways of New England. 91 top on side. A little bit so around the wave of stretch. And 95 at the top on side. So between Fairfield and the Zephyr. My Parkway west by side. A little bit so around the Norwalk stretch. 84 west by side. Also Deborah Connecticut at 95 north by side. A little bit so before 129 in the Canton stretch. And 7 expressway. The north by side. A little bit so between Quincy down and downtown Boston. 7 expressway southbound. So the Dorchester stretch. And 93 southbound side. A little bit so around the Zakenbridge downtown Boston. Route 1 southbound side. So the Chelsea to Charlestown stretch. And Mass Pike East side, little so Newton Corner, and 3 stop and go between Billwick and Burlington. 93 stop on side, a little bit so between 495 and North End of Banana to 125. 95 is stop on side, little so on the Georgetown stretch. Set to the Western Mass highways are looking good. In Northern New England, North Hampshire is looking good. In Maine, looking good. In Vermont, looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the weather forecast. Most of the guys within the bills of flurries of light snow showers from North Connecticut, Central Down, and eastward to Cape Cod. And we'll continue this water down for these give way to decrease in clouds as high pressure bridges back to the southern New England. This will maintain tranquil, dry weather below average temperatures and dry and seasonable cold weather. Will last until Saturday. A coastal storm tracking south of the New England Bay, bringing a period of snow Saturday and Sunday, which could mix with the rain over the Cape Town. And the storm may impact the region on Tuesday and northern edge of the light snow has pushed south and is considered the immediate south coast of Cape Town. And this southward pressure will continue the light snow will end next 2 hours by May. Laying out to 15 yet. That second idea, the initial convection will be just a quarter to a few tenths of an inch over the islands, and otherwise clouds will give way to some breaks of sun later this morning. In the afternoon, update pumps to reflect current radar transit. Otherwise, no changes. Significant ice storm that gradually end today from the Mid-Mississippi Valley to the Ohio Valley. And a series of winter storms that will result in the widespread wind snowfall across the higher terrain and in the lowlands of the western and Oregon throughout this weekend. But our arctic area will remain entrenched across the central U.S. and continue to expand the south. And a very cold and after weather pattern is set to continue across the country to end of the first full week in February. But a plea for a winter weather hazard. The press continues to store a storm is affected regions from central Texas to the Ohio Valley, and a mixture of sleet and freezing rain is forecasted gradually come to an end today, but not before. Leaving a long spot with damaging ice accumulations, the areas will be a bit chance to receive a quarter inch or more ice extended from the West to say 6-4 quarter and eastern Kentucky ice accumulation exceeding a half inch is possible in some locations. The amount of ice will lead to hazardous tropical conditions, power outages, and scattered tree damage. And ice storm warnings are in effect for these areas, and accumulating with freezing rain is also possible across the central Texas today, and some ice amounts over 10 inch of forecast. Northeast of the freezing rain access, a couple of rounds of ice storm ongoing from the parts of the Ohio Valley and central Appalachians in the Mid-Atlantic Friday, and only 2 to 6 inches of forecast. Snow is forecast across the northern portion of the Mid-Atlantic region, and additionally yet another round of freezing rain is possible between Friday evening across parts of the central Appalachians and into parts of the Virginia and northern North Carolina. Meanwhile, on the warm side of the system part of the southeast showers and thunderstorms could lead to an inch or two of rain week through Friday with locally higher amounts around the central Gulf Coast region. Impactful weather is also possibly across the Pacific Northwest starting in the last part of this Saturday, and low pressure system is forecast to southern Oregon this evening while simultaneously interacting with very cold air draining in the region. This combination may lead to not only heavy snow across the typical but to those locations but the lowlands as well. Significant snow accumulation will be possible in both Portland and Seattle. Freeze rain can be at the upper front of lower elevations at northwest of Ohio, Oregon in particular, the double ride of windy weather is again possible thereby. This Friday, Saturday, snow, mixed precipitation of expected spread across much of the Great Basin and Rockies as well. Meanwhile, the Arctic air mass located over the central U.S. is not leaving anytime soon and is actually forecasted to slowly expand over the next few days, and that temperatures 20 to 40 degrees below average will cover a widespread area from nearly the entire Great Plains to the Great Lakes again on Thursday. By Friday, these cold temperatures could move southward to the Gulf Coast and the far east as low Mississippi Valley. Temperatures will also make a nosedive across the northwest more civil. They will lower records could fall. Wind chill, Barron said, wind chill warning remaining affected the stretch from the bunch of the northern and plains to Midwest, and light wind combined with sub-zero temperatures could make it feel as cold as 50 degrees below zero. In some northern spots, the bitter cold can be dangerous, lead to frostbite in less than 10 minutes. To be sure to plan ahead to dress appropriately and spend the time outdoors. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. It's going to be cloud skies in the morning, then most sunny in the afternoon. High 31 degrees, calm and in the northwest one, 5 to 7 mile in the morning. Tonight, most of the sky with low about 8 above, which is about as low as 1 below. Northwest about 7 mile an hour for. Friday, most of the sky with 26 at the low 10 above, which is about as low as 2 below. Northwest about 5 to 8 mile an hour for Saturday. Mostly cloud skies, but Higher than 27 degrees, north about 3 to 5 miles an hour for 79. Chance of snow being after 11 p.m. Clouds cover west 19 degrees, light northwest wind. Just beaches 50% due to sturk beaches of weather the day possible for Sunday. Chance of snow before 5 p.m. Mostly clouds about 32. Low 18 degrees, north about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance of 50%. Watches birthday at Party South cover 30, low 50 degrees, north spot 5 8 miles an hour for Tuesday. Chance of snow, mostly clouds cover 34, low 20 degrees, and northeast 1 hour. 3 to 7 miles an hour, just as 50%. And for Wednesday, Party South with 34 degrees, northwest spot 7 miles an hour. Right now, Norton, it is 20 degrees overcast, guys. That's going to be the Peter Cello Martin News for a Thursday, February 11th, 2021. I'm Peter J. Williams. We have a good morning and goodbye, day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. I will see you tomorrow morning at the more important. I hope you have a good day.